Tired of drowning in case law and legal jargon? Discover how ChatGPT is transforming legal research, faster insight, smarter strategies, and real world tip to boost your legal game. Don't miss the future of law today. I have made this video in 5 parts. First, introducing the ChatGPT, your legal research assistant. Second part, I'll discuss about ChatGPT in action, demonstrating its power. And third part, beyond the hype, limitation, and consideration. In fourth part, I'll be unlocking the full potential of ChatGPT. And its fifth part and last, I'll tell you how to embrace the future of legal research. So, first part, what is ChatGPT? Think of the ChatGPT as your AI powered legal sidekick. It understands the natural language just like humans do, letting you ask the legal question in plain English and get clear, helpful answers instantly. How does it work? ChatGPT runs on a powerful AI called Large Language Model (LLM). It has been trained on tons of text like books, articles, and real world documents and with examples. So it learns how to respond intelligently. It does not just memorize, it predicts and understands the meaning behind your question. Why use ChatGPT for legal research? Because it saves you hours of digging through cases and statutes. It's fast, accurate, and can uncover insight you might have missed, so you don't miss anything. Whether you are a student, paralegal, or lawyer, it's help you work smarter, not harder. I'll give you, for example, just 10 powerful prompts to use in legal research. It will be very helpful when you are using legal research, like summarize this legal case. You can insert the name of the details. It will get concise summary of the key facts, issues, and rulings. And second example, what are the elements? For example, negligence, breach of contract under Canadian law. It understands the component required to prove the legal concept. And third prompt, like compare and contrast legal principle A and legal principle B, useful for differentiating between similar doctrine or defenses. And fifth example is explain the precedent set in. You can insert the landmark case name, Robert versus John, and it can unpack how the case has influenced the legal interpretation. Fifth example is what are the major argument for and against, that is mandatory sentencing and legalizing cannabis. These are the useful for debate, preparation, papers, or policy analysis. How easy nowadays it is. And you can also list recent Supreme Court of Canada ruling related to, that is freedom of expression, immigration. You just type the prompt, it will instantly analyze within 10-15 seconds. It will show you what is inside your prompt. Your prompt should be strong and to the point, and you can draft the sample of legal memo. You can insert the issue or question, like get a structured format for writing professional legal opinion. And another example is what is the difference between civil law and the common law system. It will clearly side by side explain, and with great for understanding the foundational legal system. You can also ask ChatGPT explain how the Charter of Right and Freedom applies to in given scenario. Whatever the scenario you have, it will fit into that scenario and it will give you the example. And you can also ask to generate question to guide research. You can insert the legal topic and you can kickstart and deep research by identifying key subtopic and angles. So second part, and how the chat GPT demonstrate its power. You can find the case law fast. Just type in your legal question or key term and chat GPT quickly pull up relevant case law, no more endless scrolling, just straight to the point. And then you can summarize the complex documents, got a long legal document, then ChatGPT reads it, break it into different sections, down into the clear, short summary, so you can understand the key point without having lifting. And it's also generate the legal writing, whether it's a memo, legal argument, or even a simple contract. ChatGPT help you draft it from scratch or polish whatever you have written. It's like having legal writing assistant at your fingertips. And if I want to explain a little bit more in detail, there are some examples like finding the relevant case law. Let's say you are working on a case about duty of care in negligence. You can simply ask the chat GPT, what are the some leading Canadian cases on duty of care? Then it will analyze and just check what are the some leading Canadian cases on the duty of care, and it will instantly provide key case name like Donghu versus Stevenson or Cooper versus Hobart, along with the summaries and relevance, saving hours of manual research. How much time it's saving? Another example, if I want to summarize the complex legal document. Imagine you have given 40 pages for the court decisions or the contract. Instead of reading all the 40 pages word by word, you just paste into the chat GPT and ask, summarize the key issues and outcome of the case. In second, the chat GPT will analyze and will break down into clean, concise summary, helping you quickly grasp that matter most. Another example. I want to give you more examples so that you should understand the powers and how to interact with the chat GPT. So generating legal writing, working on a legal memo or drafting basic contract. You can prompt the chat GPT, draft a legal memo arguing why the exclusion clause should not apply in this case, or create a simple contract for freelance design service. It will then give you the professional draft that you can review and customize, cutting down writing time dramatically. So in third part, limitation and consideration. So in this, it is a little tricky. You have to work very carefully because accuracy is not guaranteed. ChatGPT is smart but not perfect. It can sometimes generate outdated or incorrect legal information. For example, it might cite a repeal law or misinterpret the case. You have to verify. That's why you should always double check facts with trusted legal sources like Canly or official court website. It will give you instantly, but again, you are responsible for everything. You have to cross check. Another concern is ethical concern matter, and AI does not understand ethics the way humans do. If you ask for advice on a sensitive legal matter, it might unintentionally show bias or overlook privacy risks. Imagine asking it to draft a workplace discrimination memo. It could miss cultural or legal nonsense. It can miss it. And the lawyer or paralegal must be careful when handling the confidential or sensitive information. And another thing is human judgment is still essential. ChatGPT is a great tool, but it is not a licensed lawyer. Otherwise, it should be licensed and it should be doing work instead of you. And you would not let the robot to argue your case in court, right? Think of it as your research assistant, not your legal brain. Always review its work, question the result, and use your own legal judgment to make decision. And fourth part, the full potential of the chat GPT. So in this part, there's a tip. Tip number one, use smart prompt for smart answers. Chat GPT is only as good as the question you ask. Better the way and in detail you feed the question, it will give you the good result. Instead of saying, tell me about contract, try, what are the key elements of the valid contract under Ontario law? This gives you clear, focused response. The more specific you are, the more powerful the chat GPT becomes. And tip number two, make the chat GPT part of your daily research routine. Chat GPT can save you tons of time by helping with the legal memos, summarizing decisions, or even generating first draft of the legal argument. Example, after finding a key case on Canly, you can ask ChatGPT summarize the legal legal reasoning in, and you can fill out the case name and explain how it applies to landlord and tenant dispute. Tip number three, look ahead. AI is changing the legal world. The future of the law is digital. AI tools like ChatGPT are already reshaping how lawyers do research, write, and think. Soon we may see AI built into legal database or tools that help predict the case outcome. And embracing the ChatGPT today give you a head start on the legal practice tomorrow. In final and embracing the future of legal research, I will tell you in detail. So you should try it yourself. Don't just watch, explore. The best way to understand the chat GPT is to use it continuously. Keep on feeding your prompt and just changing, going more detail, explaining more. The best way is that. And type in something like summarize the key facts of RV Jordan, that's a case, or draft a basic NDA agreement for freelance graphic designer. See how fast and useful it can be. It's like having a research assistant at your fingertips 24/7. Anytime when you have at late night, early in the morning, or in the afternoon, you can use it. And use the right tool to boost your practice. Pair ChatGPT with the tools like Canly for case law and Quillbot for paraphrasing or Zotero for the citation. You can even create your own prompt library best prompt for legal memos, prompt for ethical case analysis, and more. Stay ahead, stay informed. AI is changing law faster than ever. Lawyers and paralegals who understand and use these tools today will lead tomorrow's profession. Sign up for AI and law newsletters, attend workshops, and never stop learning because the future of lawyer and paralegal is not just smart, they are tech savvy too. And want a version of this. And this thing is absolutely, there are changing the world. And has some more details regarding this embracing the legal research. And the best way to use and see the chat GPT power is to use it at your own legal task instead of searching endlessly online. Try prompt like list a recent Canadian Supreme Court decision on freedom of expression or explain the difference between propriety and estoppel and promissory estoppel with a case example. And some another example of a prompt is generate a client friendly summary of 25-page landlord and tenant lease agreement. And you will be amazed how quickly you can get relevant, well structured answers and save your hours of time. And you can pair the chat GPT with legal tools. Canly ask ChatGPT to summarize or interpret the case you found on the Canly, LexisNexis, Westlaw. Use the ChatGPT to run dense case ruling and results into the digestible brief, like Zetro or RefWorks. After the ChatGPT helps you generate citation or bibliographies, save and organize them properly with citation tools. Microsoft Word and the Google Doc, paste the ChatGPT output into your draft and use it to polish memos, contract, and research reports. For example, you are preparing a legal memo on cyberbullying laws in Canada. You can use the Westlaw to find the leading statutes and cases and ask the ChatGPT to summarize it for the legal test and use it again to generate the first draft of your memo. Stay curious, keep learning about the AI in law. AI is constantly evolving, staying updated on its development can give you a huge edge. Following resources like Legal Tech News, Law Next Broadcast, or Harvard Journal of Law and Technology. And other things are online courses like AI and the Law on Coursera or ChatGPT for legal professions. You can also join the communities like Legal Hackers or Law Society Technology communities. There are some examples that the law firms are already using AI to assist with e-discovery, very important, e-discovery, contract reviews, and litigation prediction. By learning how ChatGPT fit into these trends, you are preparing for your legal world and will soon demand digital fluency. Finally, don't be afraid, be ahead. You don't need to be a coder to use AI. You just need to start. The legal profession is changing, and those who embrace the tools like ChatGPT today will be the innovators of tomorrow. Practice it, learn what it can do, and build the habit that will make you tech forward legal thinker. Stay blessed. Thank you.